Welcome back to another Linleys Garden Railway update. With the winter weather here in England, I've not managed to spend long days in the garden, but bit by bit recently I have managed to move the project work on a couple of good steps. The concrete shuttering will be off today, and the anticipation mounts to see what the stone effect will turn out like. I begin here by tidying up the rough surface of the concrete before it sets too hard, as more work is needed here before the top surface is finished to form the trackbed. On the other side of the bridge I need to fix the steelwork in place, so I drove in a pin to stabilise the framework. My old welder came out again for a quick weld up of the joint. I can now remove the temporary blocks to get ready for the positioning of the cable ducting as it passes under where the bridge abutments will go. This cable ducting, which will provide a route for the system's cables to be hidden under the path where the bridge goes, needs fixing in place. To protect the plastic tube under the flower bed, I'll use some short bits of steel and then cover it all with a yellow strip of warning tape. The next piece of work needed some heavy labour. As I've shifted the bridge over a little, the granite edging stones of the grass are in the wrong place. They first need removing. Knocking them out was quite hard work with the cold chisel and club hammer. I treated myself to a new club hammer, as the wooden shaft on my old one fractured last time I used it. The granite blocks came out okay and cleaned up just fine for reuse. I like these edging stones as it keeps the lawn edge tidy and negates the need for the tedious cutting of the edge of the grass during the summer. Working along the edge of the grass, I just had to reset the stones in a shallow trench with my usual sharp sand and cement mix. I reused some little bits of grass turf to tidy up the edge of the lawn. It'll all blend in just fine in the springtime. To tidy up, the top surface just needed a quick brush over and a little pointing up of the joints. When I come to create the wooden shuttering to form the embankment side here, the woodwork will line up at the back of the edging stones. Back over to the station side of the bridge, I need to plan out the track work in detail, but first, to get an overall idea where the points will go, I roughly laid out some track sections, shifting them around a little to see how best the crossover points will fit. I might not actually lay the track here this springtime, but I will include the trackbed cable grooves, which will lie under the track work when I finish the trackbed surface here. More about that in a later video. If you saw an earlier update showing the test casting of a block of concrete using the laser cut stone shapes, you will know that I had trouble with the mix ratio to start with. The test did not turn out well. The surface of the block is quite soft and crumbly, even after about 5 weeks of curing. The second one though is much better, and the stone relief pattern is exactly what I wanted. It has yet to be seen if the embankment has worked out as well, and that's the next thing to look at. The plywood shuttering has got soaking wet in the rain recently, and there have been several bows and blisters in the laminates. Working from the station end, I began removing the screws holding the sections together. The main wood strips came away very easily. The white surface left on the concrete is the remainder of the stick glue I used to hold the cardboard to the wood. It's actually acted like a release agent to stop the concrete sticking to the wood. The arch pieces were only partly successful. These pieces of wood have become soaking wet too and have expanded a little. The surrounding concrete would have been compressed as it cured, pressing outwards before it was set, and some surface slivers of concrete have been fractured. I don't know why I bothered with the stone effects so far down from the top line of the trackbed, as the surface of the flower bed covers the majority of the concrete anyway. Removing the rest of the woodwork was straightforward, although a bit messy with the sticky soil at this time of year. Have you watched a few of my videos recently and not yet subscribed? I'd be really pleased if you do subscribe if you haven't done so yet, as the extra sub on the channel makes a difference. I'd like to achieve 250 subscribers by the summertime, if that's at all possible. My wife and I spent a concluding few minutes of the afternoon tidying up the strip of soil and replanting some bulbs ready for the springtime. Overall, a good few hours of work completed this weekend. More to do though in 2021. Thanks for watching and bye for now.